So they're here now, at long last, attempting to demystify the mystical with logic as well as empathy. Though ultimately, I never want to tell you what to believe. I really hope to inspire you to question what you believe and why you believe it. So, I've just been feeling it burning within me to talk about yoga. What is yoga? Now, I've gone to a research source that I believe is credible, but I'm just hoping, like I said, to inspire you to do your own research. But this is from the Ministry of External Affairs, from the Government of India, by a Dr. Ishvar V. Basavaradi, Yoga, Its Origin, History, and Development, April 23rd, 2015. I'll just read a little bit here to help start this off. Yoga is essentially a spiritual discipline that's an extremely subtle science. Alright? It's based on extremely subtle science, which focuses on bringing harmony between mind and body. It is an art and science of healthy living. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, meaning to join, to yoke, or to unite. As per yogic scriptures, the practice of yoga leads to the union of individual consciousness with that of the universal consciousness, indicating a perfect harmony between the mind and body, between man and nature. So according to modern scientists, everything in the universe is just a manifestation of the same quantum firmament. One who experiences this oneness of existence is said to be in yoga, or termed as a yogi, right? Having attained a state of freedom referred to as mukti or nirvana, nirvana, or moksha. Thus, the aim of yoga is self-realization, okay? To overcome all kinds of suffering, okay? And to lead to this ultimate state of liberation, nirvana, moksha, bhakti, some call it as well. Living with freedom in all walks of life, health, and harmony shall be the main objectives of yoga practice. Yoga also refers to an inner science comprising of a variety of methods through which human beings can realize this union and achieve mastery over their destiny. So yoga being widely considered as an immortal cultural outcome of the Indus-Saraswati Valley civilization, dating back to 2700 BC, okay, has proved itself catering to both material and spiritual upliftment of humanity. Basic humane values are the very identity of yoga sadhana, or Sadhguru. A brief history, alright? So the practice of yoga is believed to have started with the very dawn of civilization. The science of yoga has its origin thousands of years ago, long before the first religions or belief systems were born. In the yogic lore, Shiva is seen as the first yogi or adiyogi, or the first guru or adiguru, avatar. So several thousand years ago, this first adiyogi in the lake in the Himalayas poured his profound knowledge into the legendary Saptarishis, or 7 sages. I mean, I'm doing my best, I'm not a professional in pronouncing these words, but a number of seals and fossil remains of the Indus-Saraswati Valley civilization remain. You can look, and so there's real evidence of this being dated back 2,700 years, at least, the very dawn of civilization. So, what is yoga? I think, simply put, we can't answer this without answering, what is spirituality, right? So, as an agnostic atheist myself, how I define spirituality is the same as the definitionary book, definition. It's just we have to define the human spirit. When you look up the definition of spirituality, it says being related to concerns of the spirit or human spirit more than material, affairs, right? So what is the human spirit? And ultimately put, I think the human spirit is just the mind. That the mind and the body, those are the two forces, man and nature. Those are what we're trying to bring into unison with yoga, right? So let me tell you a little short story. Sadhguru tells a story much better than me, so I would suggest you go and listen to Sadhguru tell this story, Yogi Adasev, if you haven't. But this is the story of the four yogis, right? So once upon a time, there were four yogis walking through the woods together. And we got the karma yogi, which is, the body yoga. We got the jnana yogi, which is the intellectual yoga. We got a bhakti yogi, which is the emotional yoga. And then we got the kriya yoga, which is the energy yoga. And these four yogis don't like each other. The karma yoga thinks everyone should be using their body more. The emotional bhakti yogi has too much compassion for everyone. And the intellectual yoga looks down on everyone for not using their mind. And the kriya yogi looks down on everyone for not utilizing their energies, right? But on this auspicious day, they're all four walking through the woods together. And a huge storm comes. And this huge storm, this rain and lightning, and they're all in the wind. They try to find a shelter. And searching through the woods, they find this temple. And this temple, there's a statue of God, Shiva, first yogi, there. And they all go there, and they're all huddled together around this statue underneath this roof to get out of the rain and the wind. And they're all just huddling there silent, and God appears to these four yogis. And the four yogis are shocked, and just, why God? Why now? Why appear to us now? What do you have to say, And God, Shiva, first yogi, turns to them and, at last, you four idiots got together. I've been waiting for you four idiots to get together. So, what is yoga? Ultimately, yoga is never just the body. It's never just the mind. It's never just your emotions. It's never just your energy. It's all four of these things, So, what are the tools for awareness and meditation? What are the tools to fight anxiety and depression? So, ultimately, I believe, to narrow it down, that karma, action, exercise, proper nutrition, what we put into this body determines what we can create with it. Jhana, intellectual, I believe, journaling, introspection, reflection, those help us grow intellectually and be able to learn from other people's point of view. Bhakti, emotional yoga, I believe this comes down to music, socializing, relationships, sex to a degree. Kriya, I believe, is just how do we, get our energies to flow correctly. I believe breathing, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, slow, intentional breathing, combined with slow, intentional stretching. I believe it's the very essence of Kriya Yoga. How do we get our energies to flow? How do we get out of our own way? But, it's part of exercising, but stretching is also the first step, right? That people often skip. So, what is yoga? I think we need to answer, what is energy, right? So, I think we have to answer the meaning of life for that.
So I think we've narrowed down the meaning of life to two possibilities, right? That we got one, people are not wearing enough hits, and that two, that
Matter is energy. In the universe, there are many energy fields that we normally can't perceive. Some of the energy sources have a spiritual source that act upon a person's soul. However, this soul does not exist from the beginning, or ab initio, as Orthodox Christianity teaches. It has to be brought into existence by a process of guided self-observation. However, this is rarely achieved owing to man's unique ability to be distracted from spiritual matters by everyday trivia.
what was that about the hits again? Oh, that people aren't wearing enough of them. Oh,
Well, I hope that you enjoyed some of this. Ultimately, I never want to tell you what to believe. I just want to help inspire you to question what you believe and why you believe it. So, um, more videos will be coming every week, and more music will be out when I can. So, until next time, Solaire, signing off.